Hey everyone, welcome back to a little Jays talk. We'll keep this one brief today as the Blue Jays lose 3-1 to the Tampa Bay Rays. They dropped to 25 and 26 on the year, under 500. The reason why we'll keep this one short is it was another 3-1 game and there just wasn't much offense going on. One comment I would like to make is Dalton Varsho was picked up saying, "Can you guys see the ball?" to I think it was Caballero on the Rays. So that batter's eye, for whatever reason, just might not be very good for them right now at this time of day, at this point in the season, where the sun is lining up or whatever the issue is there. But if a batter's asking, "Hey, can you guys see the ball?" it means obviously that he can't. And that might explain why neither team could really get much offense going in this series. It could just be a rough viewing experience for the hitters right now. So it's playing to the pitchers. But anyways, Shane Baz is on the mound for the Rays. Berrios is on the mound for the Blue Jays. Berrios is normally, hit or miss. He normally looks really good or really bad. In the first inning, we thought we were getting the bad version as Josh Lowe walks. Brendan Lau hits an absolute rocket that luckily for us skips over the wall, keeping Lowe at third base. He was unable to score on the play due to it skipping over. It was all for nothing, though, as Caminero comes up and gets an 82-mile-an-hour slurve that just hangs middle. And Jose Berrios has to figure out something to do in the bullpen differently because way too often he's getting touched up in these first and second innings before he settles in. So they've got to get him more ready to go right out of the gate rather than waiting to let up a home run or two before you settle in. Anyways, he gets Aranda and Caballero to fly out and then settles in for the rest of the game. Baz, on the other hand, he let up some traffic, as you can see here in the top of the second. He gets Springer to ground out to lead the inning, but then Kirky walks, Santander walks, Barger strikes out, Clement singles, so you've got bases loaded with 2 out, and then Nathan Lucas grounds into a fielder's choice. So he was touched up a little bit more in terms of base runners, but ultimately he also pitched a very good game. So I'll skip ahead to the next scoring, which is all the way in the 6th inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes up to lead off the inning against Shane Baz, and he was clearly sitting off speed here as he took a fastball fairly middle, 96 miles an hour, and then does not miss the following changeup that also sat, it hung, and it was middle. But you don't put a swing on that like a pitch if you're not looking for it. Like, he was all over this thing. 423 feet left center field, no doubter, makes it 3-1. We finally think we're getting something going. Dalton Varsho then strikes out after him. Springer grounds out. Kirky reaches base, making them go to the pen and bring in Clevenger. Santander then singles, and Barger grounds out, ending the inning. Now, Barger went 0 for 2 in this one with runners in scoring position, and the Jays team, let me bring it up here real quick. Yeah, they were 1 for 5, so not a ton of opportunities, but they were just that one timely hit away from tying this one in the early going. Berrios again is settled in. He finishes 6 innings. He gets Lowe, Lau, and Caminero out in order, keeping it 3-1. Good for him to battle back from that leadoff home run in the first inning. Keeping the game 3-1, getting the quality start, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned. You'll take that pretty much every time. So really good job rebounding there from Jose Berrios. Unfortunately for him, the Jays offense just could not get anything going. Clevenger still in to pitch the 7th, gets us 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of 7, we go to Fluharty, who does a great job getting a clean inning there, keeping it 3-1. They go to Rodriguez, we go to Paxton Schultz. And if you didn't hear before the game, Jimmy Garcia is dealing with an arm injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I believe they said it was inflammation. He's going to be on the IL, but hopefully it's not too long. With most of these relievers, you expect them to at some point in the year go on the IL for, 10 days, 15 days, something like that. It's just kind of expected, but hopefully it's nothing more serious than that. And hopefully, these guys that we call up, like the Fluhartys, like the Schultz, like Fisher, these guys, they've been fantastic. So there hasn't been a huge drop-off, but obviously you want Jimmy Garcia in your bullpen healthy and firing. Pete Fairbanks comes out again, just like yesterday, and Kirky flies out, Santander walks, Barger lines out to left field, Clement walks, so we get to him a bit, and then ultimately we don't have anyone else other than Miles Straw to hit there. So that's going to be a real problem as well. We need to start addressing this pinch hitting and just kind of bench bat situation. We need to try and get a little bit more firepower because some of these guys like Straw, Heineman, the guys that have been doing really good all year for us, and no harm there for how they've been this year, but they are going to start to cool down and go back to their career norms at some point in time, and I think we're seeing that with Miles Straw now. So yeah, he's more of a defensive sub, pinch runner, that sort of thing. We shouldn't really have him batting there in the 9th, so that's something that they need to address soon. So yeah, we had base runners, we had traffic, we got 6 hits, and I believe we had 5 walks. So yeah, we had 11 guys reach base. We went 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Not very many opportunities. On the pitching side of things, we were great. We kept them to 3 hits. We only walked 2. They went 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position, though, which was the Caminero home run. So like I say, the hitting on both sides was pretty much stifled, and it could have to do with that batter's eye. But they came through on the one opportunity they had in the first inning there, and Caminero hit the home run, didn't miss it, made it a 3-0 game, and they rode that all the way to victory. So Barrios good, Fluharty good, Schultz good. Hitting, getting on base, taking walks, all looked all right. Just can't get the timely hit, and that's been going on way too much this year. Way too much. Runners in scoring position has to get a little bit better, and this team could go far if they figure this out. But that's a huge if at this point in time, because 51 games in, we're no longer talking small sample sizes. You know, we're a third of the way into this season. And hopefully this corrects itself, but I'm not holding my breath. I need to see it first. I'll go down the box score here real quick on the hitter side. Bichette 0 for 4 again. His average is down to 279 now. Vladdy 1 for 4. Varsho and Springer both went 0 for 4. Springer is in free fall at this point. He's really struggling. Kirky 1 for 3, doing his thing. Santander looked fantastic. He went 2 for 2 with 2 walks. So great stuff. Nice to see out of Santander. If he's heating up, that would be huge for us, as he could kind of slide into that George Springer cleanup spot. Barger 0 for 4, as I mentioned, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. That kind of bit us today. Clement 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Ernie has just been the man lately, and I love that we have Barger and Clement there as options to kind of platoon or to take over second base in Clement's case. They've both been really solid for us. Nathan Lucas goes 0 for 2. He got pinch hit for Miles Straw, who went 1 for 2. And you know what? We're just, like I say, we're just that one hit, that one home run away from doing something and winning some of these games, but we're just not getting it right now. So, yeah, we'll battle back. Hopefully we win the game, which is now today. And let me know what you guys thought about this one. Are you noticing anything? Do you think that batter's eye is an issue? Do you think that that's the reason why both teams are having trouble getting, stringing hits together and getting that much going on? Let me know in the comments, all right? We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.